I know I went pretty fast, but I'm like trying to pack all the announcements in at the same time.
Where we'll be able to find the streaming?
Oh, as soon as we're done, it wraps it up. It's on my YouTube channel.
Okay, YouTube. That's what I wanted to know. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I do that because you know what? Not everybody can come on, and I have to respect that. You know, I had to. Oh, my internet's unstable. Okay, I had to respect that not everybody is going to be on live, but we do want them because this is your meeting. I'm hosting this for you. But I wanted to kind of go back to the basics because sometimes we need to kind of get a refresher, especially if you haven't done any sessions in a while. We get a little rusty, and believe me, I get rusty too. So don't think that I don't go back and kind of refresh my memory. I do that. I actually go back and refresh my memory as well. But what I wanted to do, I'm just going to do a quick screen share so you can see what I'm looking at. And I've done this before, but sometimes you need to go over it. When you start your business, and it's okay to restart. I did that because I sat on the bench for 6 years. How do you get plugged in? If you don't have the Great Start app, when you're new, that's something you need to download. If you don't have the My Unit app, that's something you need to download. If you don't have the folder that I sent, I usually send it to all my new team members. Literally everything we're going over, this is in your folder. So it's just a repeated. Some people like to touch and feel. And so that's why I wanted to make sure that I included this in a folder and hand it to somebody who signs up. Get connected on social media. Are you part of our area Facebook page? And if not, you need to let me know so that we can get you connected, because we are using different methods to connect people, whether it's WhatsApp. If you are part of my group, I automatically add you on WhatsApp. I invite you to Voxer because that's also a way we communicate. And I'm on Facebook, so Facebook area page. So if you haven't done the Voxer, let me know. That's also another way we communicate. Some of the Mary Kay apps that are available to you. So we mentioned Great Start, My Customers app. Now, My Customers app, and it's incredible. Again, it's in your folder, but it is a way to keep a track of your customers. The other day, I literally was getting on a flight and a customer needed something. And I'm like, ooh, guess what I did? I went on the app. I ordered it directly from the app. It sent it to the customer for me. She got her order. She paid me. Or she paid me before she got her order, which is okay. I'll take the money. So we have all these tools, you guys, for people that like myself, who is extremely busy. And don't look at me and think I have a lot of time on my hands. I have 3 kids, married, the director for a business, home health business. Seriously. So the fact they have these tools makes it easier for you. Mirror Me app. If you don't have the Mirror Me app, it is going to be hard for the e-catalog app to work. Reason being, with the e-catalog app, it allows you to try the makeup. So when I go to events, people will say, oh, how are your lipsticks? And I'll say, do you want to try? They said, try, how? And I said, right here. I literally pull up my e-catalog that's on my phone. I go to the lipsticks, I press that, and it allows me to put on the lipstick on the person. Now, if you don't have the Mirror Me app, it will tell you you need to download the Mirror Me app in order for them to try it. All right, any questions? This is interactive, so you can stop me, ask questions. I'm here to show you guys how it's done. I'm here to teach you guys. I'm here to help. All right, so I think, I'm trying to remember, I think it was Chillian that mentioned about the catalog, the e-catalog app that I could try. I believe it was her that mentioned, because I had no idea about it. So guess what? We're still learning. Every day you're going to learn. The next app that you should have, Skin Analyzer app. Now, what I like about the Skin Analyzer app is it scans your client's face, male or female. That's one of the newest features. It asks if it's male or female. And it allows you, once they scan the face, will outline and say, oh, wait, we notice you have some lines here, and they're true. So whatever issue is going on with your skin, if it's dry, if it has, multiple tones, the Analyzer app will detect that and it will suggest, hey, this is what we think you need. And you can send it directly to the person, or you can save it. You have all of those that you can do with the Skin Analyzer app. Great for on the go, great for events, or say the person is in another state. You can text them and say, hey, I'm looking for 10 women this month or 10 women this week to try the Skin Analyzer app and give me their feedback. Just for trying it out, I'll give you a 10% discount on your order, or a $10 gift card, whatever. This is your business, so you can do that, right? You got to do what works for you. And when I say $10, I mean Mary Kay gift card. So whenever they buy something, you take that discount off. So that is something you can use to get more clients, right? Or for them to even want to try the skincare. The Showcase app, that is an app that I have. It has a digital applause magazine. It has trainings on it that you can look at as well. And then mobile learning, the mobile learning app, say for example, you want to learn about the skincare, want to learn about retinol, the mobile learning app allows you to do that. And then you can earn your seal. So whether it's your color confident or your skincare confidence seal, you can earn that. So you literally can be on the go. You have 5 minutes, you say, boom, I have 5 minutes, I can look at that. And that's part of time management, because people are like, I don't know how you find time. Guess what? You have 5-minute window, you can do it. You could do part of it in 5 minutes. And then of course, when we have events, I like having the events app because it keeps me up to date as to where we are in that event. Any questions? Or was there anything that I mentioned that you guys did not have or don't know about? No, okay. All right, new consultants, or if you have not done this, go and watch the new consultant orientation videos. The new consultant orientation videos, it kind of outlines, it shows you, they even have where they show you how to do a skincare class. It is not hard. I'm telling you, literally put it on, take it off, put it on, take it off. The skills, the skill set, those are things you will learn. Those are things you will learn, but you're just having somebody put it on, take it off, put it on, take it off. Try this. What are your thoughts? I like it. Okay. Would you like to take advantage? Right? And so that is how you can literally start building your clientele. Put it on, take it off. Put it on, take it off. What's your opinion? Did you like what you tried tonight? I don't know if you guys can see me. So when I'm asking that, I'm nodding, because when you're nodding, guess what they're going to do? They're going to nod back. They're going to nod back to you, right? So that's a skill, right? So that's something that we train on that you should do. All right. If you're new, or guess what, you want to get revamped and really see your business grow, book your first 3 beauty sessions. So we recommend creating a wedding list. So how many people would you invite to a wedding? Not 5 and not 3. When you're making your wedding list, you're probably going to, you're probably going to put like 100 people on your wedding list, right? So that is how you want to treat your wedding list that you're making for your business. Write every single person that you know with skin, male or female. Any questions? Any questions, thoughts, or comments? And I'm so glad I'm doing this, because I think we need to sometimes we go back, refresh, like, what do you need to do to succeed in this business, right? So you guys can look at this on your own, but literally, most of you, this is where you are right now, beauty consultant. You're earning your 50%, you get your rewards, you get, when you add team members, by the way, I don't know if you guys are aware, and we've said this before, you earn a team building bonus. Of course, when you're director, guess what? Your team building bonus goes up. Look at that. So you're literally doing the same activity, but when you're director, you just get paid more. That's all. So when you're a consultant, you do get rewarded when you add team members and they become qualified. whether in their first, second, third, or fourth month, right? You still get that bonus. If you add 10, you get that reward. Think about that. If you add 10, that's what, 500, right? So there's bonuses that Mary Kay is giving away. And you guys, we're leaving money on the table. You are leaving money on the table. And so consultant senior, when you add one or more, Mary Kay will send you a love check. We call it love check because we love seeing that extra money. So when you add at least one or more, and they become active, that's how you can earn your 4%. But again, why not go for the gold? You're doing the same activity, but now you're getting paid more. I'm not going to go into details. That's for another training, but there's so much different bonuses that you can get as a director. So many. Literally, you're giving yourself a 300% increase. Any questions, ladies, or comments? I'll pause right here so to give you guys the opportunity to chime in.
I don't have any.
No comments?
No, I just think the refresher is always so good, Kenesha. Especially, one of the great things about Mary Kay is, we're all at different phases in our lives, and you turn it up, you turn it down. And so sometimes when you turn it down, you lose momentum, you forget, because life happens and you have to take a break to address other life issues. So it's always good. Each time we come on the call, we get the reminders, and it's of course, it's a corporate business. So there's a lot of information, a lot of moving parts. So it's always good to hear it.
Absolutely. And guess what? It's probably hard to think that, how does she stay passionate? It's been 11 years. I stay passionate because I get to meet women. The lady that I met today, that I met up with today, I get to use Mary Kay as an opportunity to connect with her. And now we're going out next week. We're going to go grab coffee and, possibly grab dinner. But that's how I'm going to get to know her. It's hard to get to know somebody just, briefly, quick, 1, 2. But when you sit down with them and have coffee and they get to know you and you get to know them, oh my goodness, I can tell you, that is how the friendships are built. That's how the bonds and lifetime girlfriends are built. And just to give you a tidbit, there's this lady, one of my consultants messaged me. She said, Kenesha, oh my goodness, I think you would like to hear this. I met this lady, she's 102 and she still sells Mary Kay. Oh my goodness. This woman's 102 and Mary Kay is still around because it's still a privately owned company. And this is a faith-filled company. And when you put God in the middle of your business, you cannot fail. You cannot fail. So to see this woman at 102, and I said, I'm going to live to 100. So I got excited because, to see her still vibrant. She walks with a walker, but she's still active. And the lady told me, she said, you can't tell this woman is over 100. So this business is here to stay. And the best thing I could tell you is stay plugged in with your sisters. When life is happening, sometimes you just need a hug or somebody to pray with you. Sometimes you just need that. And if you want, Rosie, you were going to say something?
Yeah, I have something to add. It's funny. I recently just hired a bookkeeper for my business, and she was just telling me her grandmother sold Mary Kay for 40 years. And she became ill that she couldn't really do sending the products over. So then her grandson took over her business. Wow. And she said that she doesn't have a salesperson. So now she's going to help me out by getting her things.
You see, look at how God works. He is so strategic. And I remember, Rosie was sharing that. Rosie is still new, but Chillian, I remember when Chillian came on board, Chillian would just call me, Kenesha, you won't believe who I just met. The person that came to give her an estimate. She says, oh yeah, I need this area for my Mary Kay. The person, Mary Kay, I need this, I need that. So this is a conversation piece for you to get connected with people, for them. You never know what phase they're going through in their life. You may be that person that can help to build their confidence, to encourage them, to pray with them, to refer them. I was able to get an apartment today for somebody coming up from Jamaica, from a photographer that I met at a photo shoot. And she knows that I know people. We get connected through Mary Kay. So Vanya, who is our area queen, I'm going to call her a queen because she does everything for us. She is a realtor and she was able to get an apartment for the price range he's looking for. So ladies, stick it out. Whatever you're going through in life, no matter what, even if you just text me, say, Kenesha, just pray for me. You may not hear me, but I'm still here. I may not come on the calls, but I'm still here. I mean, I do hope you come on the calls still, but whatever phase you're going through in life, it's temporary. Take it from me. It gets better.
So I have another question. It's from the monthly tracking sheet when it comes to the faces and the interviews.
Mhm.
I saw like I talked to someone like, hey, listen, I'm in Mary Kay, here's a sample, and they left, and then I actually called them after to do the interview. Is that only, do they go both under the faces and the interviews, or just the face, or just the interview?
It's just, if you did a face, meaning either you gave them a goodie bag or a facial in a bag, then that counts as a face. If you did here's what I'm doing now, I'm strategic. When I do a face, when I'm done at the end, I said, is it okay if I ask you some questions? This is really going to help me out. And so I'll go right into the interview.
But would you count that both as a face and an interview, or just the interview?
If I would do both?
Yes.
Yeah, listen, you're working with urgency, so I would. But I would do my faces first, close my sale, and then do my interview at the end, depending on how much time they have.
Okay, yeah, but that's what I want to know, because I have like 3 or 4 people in my interviews that I first spoke to, gave them my little, tried something out. I actually I'm talking about like my brother, for example. I told him, hey, look, I'm doing Mary Kay. They're doing stuff for men. Would you like to try some? And he got the men's line, right? And then after, when I talked to you about it, I'm like, hey, bro, do you mind if I do an interview with you? He said yes. So would that be both then?
Yes, so that would count. Yeah. Yeah, and that's strategic. That's smart, because you're doing the face and you're doing the coffee chat or interview at the end.
Yes.
So absolutely. Yeah, that counts. So yeah, that's being strategic. I don't waste time anymore, layering people. And hi, Latoria, I'm assuming you're a guest. We're about to get started. Yeah, because if you're a guest, when you come early, you get entered extra into our raffle that we're doing tonight. So congrats for being on. And Ari, I know you asked me for some information. You know what? I'll put her number in the chat. It's Vanya. Vanya is our realtor, and she is the bomb diggity. So I'll put it in the chat just in case anybody else needs it. 305. Vanya, I'm giving you free advertising, hun. All right. Any other questions? So Rosio, I know you are almost there. And you know what? When you work with urgency, just let people know your goal. You'll be so surprised, like the people that will come out of the woodworks just to support you. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Oh yeah, and a follow-up. Sorry to take all of your time.
No. This part is for you guys to ask questions. So okay, that's why I like this session, because it's more intimate.
Okay, so we were talking about earlier through text about having a Facebook group. Would that be more of like inviting like 10, 20 people, just have a chat about me being on Mary Kay, and even if I'm not seeing them, but we still having that chat, would that still count towards my faces or no?
The faces, I would do like if you do a group session, like a session, and you actually show them the skincare and it will show you who watched. So anybody that watches it, whether live or after, they tell you that counts as a face. That's something new that they added. So that would be your VIP group, because in the VIP group, you can share prices. In the public page, you're not allowed to talk about the prices with Mary.
Okay. Yeah. So if it's like a private page, you tell them these are the prices for these things, and I put up a video, someone watches it and they like the button, meaning that they saw it, that counts as a face.
Yeah. Are you showing them? Like you literally go on and say, okay, I'm washing my face, I'm doing my microderm, and you shared what you're using, and they watch it. That counts as a face. Or if you go to an event and we do what called a hand show or a hand
Mhm.
facial, having them try the products, that counts as a face as well, because it means that they tried the products. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
That's what I wanted more
Yeah.
clarification on that. Thank you.
No, but these are good questions, because guess what? There are people that are probably asking the same questions, but they're not, they're afraid. They're thinking, but they're not asking. So that's fine that you're asking these questions. Any other questions?
If you don't ask questions, you don't learn.
That's right. And guess what? She's helping you guys out too. So those who are, okay, I shared the number. Oh, Latoria, is that that's your sister, Natalia?
Yes, that's my sister from another
Aw,
mother. Yeah.
welcome.
And she loves
Welcome.
Mary Kay, by the way. She already uses it.
Yeah, she's beautiful. Well, it's nice to have your sister as a consultant. So hopefully maybe you'll join her and become one of her MK sister. So not just your real sister, your MK sister. My sister actually just came on board again. She's a physician and she didn't want to, she's like, I don't want to do my social. So I'm like, fine, you can do your ID. She says, when did they change that? So that's a nice thing, that if you don't want to build a team, you just want to do personal use and get some sales in, you don't have to use your social. You could just use your ID and come on board for 30 bucks. All right. Any other questions? We have 3 more minutes before we get started.
So if you get someone under you that's in a different state,
Mhm.
would they still come under like these calls down here, or would they have a support group up there?
They could come on our calls, but I can connect them with a meeting up there as well. We have my platform. I'm able to see or look up directors in other areas, and I would reach out to them and connect them if they have a meeting up there. But
Yeah.
the virtual world, if they want to come on our virtual call, they can. But if they want to find a place, like an actual meeting place where they get together in person, I can connect them to that person in another state. So there are no limits, no territories. So you can add somebody from another state.
All right, good.
Yeah. And guests that are on. So I know Natalia mentioned that Latoria is her sister. So I already know who invited her, but when you have guests up on our calls, make sure that you put their name, who invited them, because I want to recognize them. And then when they hop on early, then we would definitely make sure they get an extra gift as well, and extra spin on our spin the wheel game that we play. All right, any other questions, ladies, before we get into I'm excited because we're doing our foundation night tonight. Any questions? Going once? No questions? Oh my goodness. Did you guys learn anything tonight? I hope. Reignited. Was there like a reignition of your excitement tonight? Share.
Just the fact that
Tanisha, I
you
loved all
look
the apps that I
absolutely
heard.
amazing.
Hold on, 2 people were talking. Go ahead, Natalia, and then
Just
Loretta.
saying, I love the way your face, like it just looks so nice and bright and pretty.
Thank you. Yeah, you guys can see better now. She's not used to seeing my hair pulled back. Oh my goodness. Ponytail. And go ahead, Floretta. Thank you, Natalia.
Yes, and I just love the excitement that's pouring over from seminar. I hear it in your voice. I can't see you. I hear it and I feel it, and it's just, I feel the momentum that started. And thank you for all of the apps that you shared. I'm going to go back and listen to those.
Oh yes. And I did stream this to YouTube. So I will share my YouTube channel so you can always go back and watch. And so when we go over tonight, we're going to go into that as well. Welcome, Kamisha. I don't know if you are a guest or a consultant, but if you are a guest, please put your name in the chat and just let us know who invited you, because we are so excited to have you on board. It is one of my favorite nights because, I love glam. I love makeup. And it's an art, when you're having a bad day, you could just go in the bathroom, put on your makeup, and it's my therapy. So I'm going to show you tonight how you can get that flawless look, but I want to show you what the right foundation is. And there is even a quiz that can help you to match your foundation. So we are excited to share that information as well. Kamisha, are you a guest or a consultant? All right. Or if you're not able to talk, you can put it in the chat. Oh, Rosie.
I'm
Yes.
sorry, I'm Rosie's guest. Yes.
Welcome. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for hopping on. My name is Kenesha Dixon. I am the director of the Proud Hummingbird Unit. And we want to welcome our guests. We want to say whoop, whoop to our guests that are on, because when you're on here, I don't know if your consultant told you, we have some of them that are working towards Red Jacket. We have some of them that are about to earn their first free Mary Kay car. And guess what? We've been there because I have one right in the driveway, but some of them are going on target for car. And so I'm excited because you get to be a part of that win. You get to be a part of that celebration with them as well. How I like interaction. And so you can just type some stuff in the chat. If there's something that I'm showing you that you like, put it in the chat. You are not obligated to take anything home, but if there's something you see and you love it, we're going to recommend that you support your sister consultant, support a local business, because by supporting her, you are supporting a dream, and you never know how this may change your life. Some of the ladies, I'm just going to do a quick celebration because corporate America didn't get it right yet, that they still don't know that women want to be appreciated. Women want to be celebrated. So we're going to do some quick celebrations tonight. We just want to celebrate our queens. And I'm going to say our queen of sharing, the first group of women, the queen of sharing. And so that means that you passed on that opportunity. And so if you're shared with more than one person, go ahead and put a reaction in the chat. And how you can put a reaction, if you're not sure, look at the bottom of your Zoom screen and just look at reactions and put that applause. And if you have pom-poms, we're going to say shake. I usually have my pom-poms, but shake your pom-poms as well. So Ty, she has an applause. And Ty, I think didn't you add a team member? I think I spotted that.
Yes, I did.
Whoop, whoop. Congratulations. So Ty added a new team member, and guess what? You're not going to let people know about this opportunity until you open your mouth. You got to open your mouth. I'm so excited for Ty. And Ty, thank you so much. She took in one of my consultants when we went to seminar, and Amy talks about you all the time. She's like, I got to check on Ty, make sure she's okay. So anyway, Ty, we're so glad you are on with us. Congratulations as well. The other group of women we're going to recognize are sales. So if you sold $1, go ahead and give yourself an applause. And what I like about Mary Kay is that we have a reorder business. So which means that I started 11 years ago. That person that's buying from me 11 years ago, they're still buying now. That person that runs out of their stuff, they reorder from you. So the work I put in, then I'm still getting paid on that over and over again. So if you sold $1, go ahead and put an applause. And I think I saw Ty. Rosie, you should be applauding too, girl. You're in, and whoever else, I'll put an applause for myself. And if you sold 300 or more, you can unmute yourself and just state really quickly how you did your sales. So if you sold 300 or more, unmute yourself and just tell us how you did your sales. So thank you for the applause. We want to celebrate our women. And then last but not least, team guests. If you have a guest on, give yourself a big round of applause for inviting guests on, because guess what? You want them to get some of what we're getting, because we have a pink bubble and we don't just let anybody. So the fact that you are on, guests, they value you, they think highly of you, they like you. We're not looking for anything, but we want to share our pink bubble. And so the fact that they have you here, it means that they value you and they think that you would actually thrive in something like this or in our pink bubble. And so that's a group of women we're going to recognize. And then last but not least, we want to recognize our consultants, our seniors, and our red jackets and directors. So those are the different levels. When you start, you're a consultant, then you become a senior. When you add a team member, you share the opportunity, red jacket, and then directorship. And we are on our way to national and pink Cadillac. So I'm just sharing that now. All right. So you guys ready to get started? All right. I am super ready to get started, because tonight, what I'm going to do, I'm going to be sharing the different foundations that we have. And then there is a quiz that that I'm going to share with you guys, that you can actually take the quiz and then we'll figure out what your foundation color is. So who on here, and you can unmute yourself and just state really quick, who on here uses foundation, or maybe want to use foundation, or they're not sure what to use? They're not sure what to use. So this is education for you as well. So I'm just going to kind of share really quickly. Let me share my screen. And this was something I scanned. So when it comes on to foundations, you want to know what your undertone is. And so you're not going to know this right off the bat, but it means that maybe you need to study. What's your undertone? Is it cool / pink? If that's you, then maybe your hair is brown, black, or blonde. Your eyes tend to be blue, gray, or green. Your veins are blue or purple hue. If you're not sure where to look at your veins, just look at your forearm, right by your wrist area. That's how you can look at your veins. You burn easily in the sun, and you look better in off-white clothes, and then you look better in silver jewelry. Now, if your undertone is warm or olive, then your hair tends to be brown, black, or strawberry blonde. Your eyes are brown or hazel. Your veins are greenish hue, and that's so me, because when I look at my veins, they look green. Your skin tans easily in the sun, and you look better in white clothing, and you look better in gold jewelry. So look at what your undertone is, and I'm going to explain why it's nice to know your undertone. And then if you are neutral or yellow, veins are neither blue, purple, or green. And they're in between those colors, and you look better in white and off-white clothing. Your skin burns, then it tans. So if you're one of those people that your skin will burn first, then it tans in the sun, or tans slowly, usually doesn't burn, then that means you are a neutral undertone. What I would say, I know we kind of went over that fast, but you can, if you need me to share this, I will share it. The reason why it's good to know your undertones is because our Mary Kay foundation, on the back of it, some of them have W. That's because that's a warm undertone, and I'm a warm. This one has C, so if you're a cool undertone, then that would be more for you. Guess what? I use both. I blend both of mine. It's okay. When in doubt, if you're not sure what your undertone is, just go neutral. Just go neutral if you're not sure what your undertone. So this is what I was showing you. So if you're not sure, you want to see what your vein color, this is where you would look. This is where you would see the color of your vein. So that will kind of help to identify what your undertone is. So first and foremost, I wanted to show you, and we will identify when you would use this foundation. So this is the CC cream. The CC cream is not a foundation. It is a tinted moisturizer. Do I use the CC cream? Absolutely. When do I use the CC cream? I'll tell you when. So and I know Natalia, this is one of her favorites. See, I knew it. She's like, it's heaven. Yes. Because if she's running out with the kids, she's going to work, she doesn't want to put on much makeup. She sweeps this on her face, boom, one, you're done, you're out the door. I use this underneath my foundation. So, by the way, if you tend to get breakouts, this also has salicylic acid in there, which helps to control breakouts, and it also helps with correcting color. That's why the name changed to color correcting serum, or color correcting serum. So that is a CC cream. So literally on the back of my hand, what I do is I do 2 pumps like that. And what I'm going to do tonight, I'm also going to show you, based on the foundation you're using, what brush I would use to apply it. So you guys are getting, and by the way, my makeup has been on since 5 o'clock this morning. I've been up since early, so I didn't want to take time to redo it. So yes, it's actually great for, that was a good question. So somebody asked, I don't know who iPhone is. Is that you, Marie? So if you are, whoever iPhone is, if you are a guest, please put your name in the chat so we know who you are, and we can put you on our spin the wheel. It is great for oily skin because what it does, yes, darker skin tone, it helps with what I like that it does, it kind of traps any oil that you may want to produce. And then I like the fact that you can put your powder over it, your foundation over it. I don't use a lot. I do 2 pumps, and with my 2 pumps, I'm done. And I do use my blending brush to apply it. And I do apply that after I put on my primer. So this is the foundation primer. As you can tell, I've been using it. Question? Okay, and then I think Latoria and maybe Natalia can help me with some of those questions. Darker skin tones, it does help with that. There is a color for everybody. I'm telling you, everybody can find a match. I'm a deep. There's some people that are very deep, so somebody that's darker than me. Now, I had a lady that started using it and she got the microdermabrasion and the charcoal mask treatment. Guess what? It got rid of the charcoal mask, got rid of some toxins, and her skin tone changed. So literally, I had to switch her to the lighter color. So I had to switch her to the
thing that happened to me, Kanisha, when I first started as well. I had to change mine. I actually had to blend the deep and the very deep together to get the color to match my skin.
Yes, and Natalia is a perfect example for that happening. Yeah, because once she started using Mary Kay and the 3D skincare, which we didn't talk about that tonight, but if you have not tried the Bomb Diggity skincare, we have one of the most amazing skincare, and we have a type for everybody. I'll mention that at the end. So CC cream goes on. I'll put a little bit so you can see it. I blend downward and it blends right into your skin. I know I'm kind of putting it over my foundation, which is not a good idea, but it blends right into your skin, and you can use a blending brush to apply that. So I usually put it underneath my foundation. Oh. All right, so that's CC cream. And listen, ladies, when I'm sharing, if there's one that you definitely like, just put a heart in the chat and mention it, because I'm going to share a couple, because people don't know that Mary Kay has all these different foundations. Now, if you want coverage, if you have lines, I would not use a CC cream alone. So if you want coverage, I definitely would jump to my liquid foundation, which I'm not going to share yet. I'm going to share that at the end because that's my favorite. But CC cream, if you just want to run out, run to the gym, run in the park, run to, take your kids to school, you don't have time to put on makeup, you could sweep on the CC cream and put some powder over it. That's what I would use a CC cream for. But if I'm doing my makeup, full on makeup, I do put my CC cream underneath. Now, the other one I wanted to show you, I know Natalia said that's why she loves the CC cream. I wanted to show you my Sheer Mineral Pressed Powder. So this one I'm using, you can tell, I'm not lying to you, I do use it. One of the things you can do with this foundation, this is a bronze one. So this is bronze one, and this is a limited edition. They used to have this back in the day. I still have my palette. And this has like a little area I can put my brush. So the Sheer Mineral Pressed Powder, say for example, you want to touch up throughout the day. I don't really use it for touch up much because I really don't need a lot of touch up, but you can put it on your face after your primer or before your primer. If you want coverage, a lot of coverage, I would not rely on this alone. I would not. So if you want coverage, question? Okay, if you don't have a question, I may have muted you, so forgive me. So you can even use an applicator, but what this does, say you want to just do a little quick touch up. Okay, you were at the office and now you just want to touch up and go out with friends. You see that? So you could just do a quick touch up, boom, 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 you're out the door. You can even use the sponge to apply this as well. So that is your Sheer Mineral Pressed Powder. Sheer, it is sheer for a reason. You're not going to get a lot of coverage with this. Now, do I use the primer with any of these foundations? Yes. The reason I like it, Latoria said she needs quick everyday coverage. So you need quick, this would be your one. This would be your one if you want quick. The primer fills in any cracks. So if you have any lines or anything like that, the primer serves to fill that in for you, but also you get longer wear. You get up to 12 hours. You can get up to 12 hours with the primer. And also what I like about this, it has SPF 15 in there. So I don't know if you guys know this, but when you're, some people say, oh, I don't go outdoors. Guess what? You're exposed to UV rays on your tablet, on your computer, and on your phone. And guess what? Most people spend time on your tablet, on your computer, or on your phone. So you want to make sure you put something with some type of protection in there. And it's actually broad spectrum. So put it in the chat. Who could tell me, what does broad spectrum mean? So when you see something says broad spectrum, what does that mean? All right, as you're doing that, I'm going to show you, ta-da, foundation number 3. Okay, do I use this? Yes, I do. I'm going to tell you when this is my cream to powder foundation. So the one before this looks very similar, so don't be fooled. This one is our sheer mineral pressed powder. Sheer mineral, so it's very lightweight. This one is our cream to powder. So this gives you more coverage than the average, than the one I just showed you. More coverage, but if you want, again, to get the full coverage, I would do the liquid. Do I use this? Yes. I use it sometimes just to put that on before I do my liquid, or you can use it to do contour and highlighting. I would get a darker color, of course, if you're contouring. Does anybody use this out there that want to put a comment in the chat? And here's what I say. If you're a consultant, you got to try all of these foundations. So you can be honest and tell your clients, like, I recommend this for you, or I don't recommend it for you. So I'm just going to show you how it's going to look on my skin. I know I kind of have foundation on already, but I use this brush as well to apply my cream to powder, right? And also, if you're doing, if you're using it to contour, you can use it. This is great for blending as well. So I'm just going to show you what it looks like. And I have, see, look at that. Look how nice. And it glides. It literally glides. It's non-comedogenic. It's not going to clog your pores. So if you're not sure what your color is, once you get this quiz, you answer the questions, it will help you. So, so that's what that looks like. So which one's your fave so far? Ty says she uses it to conceal her age spots before foundation. So see, you can use it to conceal as well. So there are times that I'll put this on first and I'll put my foundation over it. But you see that? Look at that. Look at that. Nice. Okay. So that's foundation number 3, right? And I'll do a quick review, so don't be worried. And guess what? Follow me on YouTube. I'll share that with the girls, but YouTube, just look for Mary Kay Kenesha and you'll find me. You can always go back and look at this. Now, before I get to the liquid foundations, which is the Bomb Diggity, my favorite, I use these all the time. I'm going to just show you really quickly one of the applicators that I use. I use the Mary Kay liquid foundation brush. Is amazing. And the reason I'm saying that, when you are using a foundation brush, you don't want anything that's going to soak up your foundation. Who can unmute yourself and tell me, why wouldn't you want, why would you be conscientious about what you're using to apply your foundation? Think about the times now. People don't have money to waste. Just unmute yourself. You can unmute yourself. So what I like about this brush, and this is actually a brush that I washed earlier. So I like this because I can apply my foundation with this, and I still have literally whatever I put on the back of my hand, I will have extras when I use this brush. This is the Mary Kay liquid foundation brush. Liquid foundation brush. It is awesome. So I use this to apply my foundation, but the other thing that I love, the blending sponge. The reason why this blending sponge, and this is not like, and I could bring a cheapy one. This is not like the blending sponge in the store. This one, you can get it wet. It's actually wet right now, but it won't suck up your foundation or your concealer. And I literally use this. You can use it for foundation as well. I actually like it for my concealers. And I'm going to show you, because I did bring my concealer. even though we're doing foundation night, the reason I'm saying concealer is good because you can put this underneath your foundation and your foundation will just sit right on top of it. It conceals, but it also helps with making your foundation stay. So even though I already have stuff on my face, I just wanted you guys to kind of see how this can nicely blend my color. So it's nice if you're doing it over, you can wet it and literally squeezes the water out and it doesn't like sit there. And I go in and I can blend with my sponge and you can reuse it. So once you're done, you can reuse it. Look at that. Look at that. That's with the sponge. The bomb diggity. And when you're done, you can rinse it out. And when you're after you've used it for a little while, 2 to 3 months, you could get another one. They last a long time. So that's what I use the sponge for. I mainly, and you see, look at that. Look how it blended it nicely. I do use it though for my concealer, but you can use it for your foundation. All right, we are, and you know what, I'll go ahead and share the liquid foundation now because I don't know if you guys used Mary Kay back in the day, but the foundations they had back then, I like them still. They were thicker, but the Mary Kay one, these new ones, they have protection from blue light and also they have anti-aging properties in there. So for me personally, because when we find that darker skin tend to have 2 skin tones, I have to mix 2 colors. So I use a little bit of 160 and a little bit more of 140. Put that on the back of my hand and guess which brush? My liquid foundation brush. So that is the bronze 140, bronze 160. That's what I use. Some of you guys that have other colors, just put it in the chat what you're using. Ty, put your color in the chat. And then of course, I put it on the back of my hand. I use the tip of my brush and I blend it together. And then I go right in. When you are applying your foundation, you want to just make sure, of course, you prime. And I forgot to mention the oil mattifier. So I know there was somebody, yes, Leslie, who invited you, Leslie? Just put it in the chat or if you're not able to speak.
I did, Rosie.
Oh, Rosie, perfect. Awesome, Rosie, you're getting your faces in, girl. So yes, the brush is available through Mary Kay and the price, I mean, this thing lasts a long time and Mary Kay has 100% guarantee. And when I say that, say you've used this and all of a sudden, you're not happy with it, Mary Kay will buy it back from you. They will buy that back because that's how much they believe in their products. If I use this mattifier and I use most of it and a little bit is left in the tube and I'm like, you know what? I am having a reaction, which I don't have reactions to it because I love everything Mary Kay. Mary Kay will take it back, but that's how much they believe in their products. That's how much we believe in the products. We'll take it back or your consultant will take it back, give you your money back or switch it out for something else. Do you think they would do that at the store? They would look at you like you're crazy. So the mattify, if you tend to have oily skin, which by the way, I use this on my sister that was visiting. She's like, how can I get one of those? I have one lady, she'll buy like 2 or 3 at a time. You use it just in the areas. If you tend to get oily in your T-zone, you put that there over your phone, over your primer, and then you can apply your foundation as normal. So these are my extras, primer and mattifier. The bomb diggity. Yeah. And by the way, I have a twin sister. She works outside in the heat. She actually was one of the first ones to try the primer and mattifier and tell me all about it. So what do you do once you have your foundation and now you want to set that in place? You know you're going to be at work and then right after work, you're going out for drinks. And then, you're probably going to get home late, right? You still want to look like you just did your makeup. The Bomb Diggity, they just came out with this. It is our silky setting powder. Now, before I do my silky setting powder, do you see the difference here, by the way? Concealer, didn't conceal. This is concealer. The translucent powder. I wanted to just show you guys that. Why do I use translucent powder? It is great. I know, oh, by the way, Ty says she uses a Luminous Beige 5. And she said luminous because if you have dry skin, we have a different foundation for you. If you have oily skin, we have a different foundation for you if you have oily skin. So if, you know, that's why it's great to know what your skin type is. So Natalia, she says she's a matte 160. I'm a 160 and a 140, baby. So sometimes we got to mix it up a little bit. Ain't nothing wrong with that, right? This translucent powder is great for setting. You can set under the eyes, in your forehead, your T-zone. If you tend to get oily there, you can use that there as well. I like doing it under the eyes, and I like using it in my T-zone. So any skin tone can use this. So it doesn't matter if you're ivory, you're beige, you're bronze, the translucent. I was like, Mary Kay, I know you're coming with new powders, but I hope you're not getting rid of this one, because I would buy up a ton of them, but this is awesome. So that's a translucent powder. Anybody on here use a translucent powder? Any of my girls, my consultants, do you guys use that as well? And now, the last but not least of our foundations. Now, there are some people that will put on primer and put this over it, and they're done. They're like done, right? They're like, girl, I don't have time, I'm done. I put this over my foundation. So my brush, I washed it earlier, so it's a little bit wet. But here's the nice thing about the setting powder. And notice it says setting, it sets your foundation. So what I do is I shake, I kind of flip it over. Whatever is in the cover, that's all you need. You don't need a whole ton. So whatever is in the cover, you take your all over brush. It's all in the brushes. I think somebody was sharing, who was it that shared that they love the brushes? I think it was Ty. So it's all in the brushes. I'm telling you, I've done makeup for brides. It's all in the brushes. And Mary Kay has those brushes for you. So I do use my all over brush, and I dip it in here. I dip it in the cover. I dust off any excess, and then I go to town. Then I just blend that all over my face wherever I have foundation, all over. That is so we'll do a quick review. Any questions, thoughts, or comments before I do my review? Once I'm done, finishing spray, baby, finishing spray. This has a nice citrusy scent, but it sets your foundation so that you dance, you sweat, it will still be on. So the finishing spray, I do an X and a T, and I'm done. So if you know the alphabet X and T, that's it. You're done. Finishing spray, and that's it. So any questions, thoughts, or comments? I'm just going to do a quick review because I went so fast and you didn't get everything. Kanisha, I'm lost. I'm not sure which one I like. CC cream was one of the first ones that I shared. Tinted, it's a tinted moisturizer, can stand alone, or it can be used on the foundation, or it can be used on the powder. And it's ridiculous. It lasts. This one I've had for a while, and it lasts a long time because I only need 2 pumps. That's it. So you really don't need a lot. 2 to 3 pumps max, and that's it. You're done. The next one I shared, the setting press powder, the Sheer Mineral Press Powder. Some people use it standalone, but you don't get a lot of coverage. You get a sheer coverage, and we do have a color for every single person. Or you can put this on over your primer over or under before you do your regular foundation. So that is my press powder. Or you can use it for touch-up. So this palette that they used to have, this little, you can hide your stuff under here. So I put my brush, or you can put your sponge, and you can use it for touch-up throughout the day. Honestly, I really don't need to touch up a lot. So you decide how you want to use that. All right. And then we had our cream to powder. There we go. Which you remember I tried it on this side. Cream to powder. Some people use it standalone. I would say gives you more like a medium coverage. So it's not like the sheer setting powder. I'm sorry, the sheer powder, but this gives you a little bit more coverage. You can use it to contour. You can use it underneath your foundation like Ty does. Or guess what? If you just want to run out really quick, you don't have a lot of time, you can use this as well. All right. And you can even use it over your CC cream. And then of course, I did showcase my concealers that I use. I do use light bronze in my T-zone area when I'm doing my highlighting. I use my lighter one. And then when I'm doing my contouring, I can use this as well for my contouring. You can do all of that. And then of course, I showed you what we use underneath. You want to prime before you paint, and you definitely want to mattify if you tend to have oily skin. And then these two, translucent and or setting powder. All right, any questions, ladies? Before I just quickly share how you can partake in everything that we tried tonight, that I showed you guys. I hope you guys learned something, you know. I know it can be overwhelming at first when you're just learning. All right, so I know I did not talk about skincare tonight because tonight was we were talking about foundations, finding the right match. I will share the link with the consultants. So if you want to go on and it's just some few questions, it is going to narrow it down either 1 or 2 foundation colors, and that's how we can match you. And it's pretty much spot on, I have to say. So the first, I'm just going to show you really quick skincare. It doesn't matter how much foundation you put on, if what's right, the foundation underneath skincare, you got to make sure you're taking care of your skin. If you have lines, wrinkles, you got to make sure we're helping that. Otherwise, the foundation or makeup is just going to, just a cover up. So you want, when you're painting, you want the canvas to be good. That's how I look at it. So this one would be your skincare set. It's literally your Botox in a box. So it comes with the cleanser, the eye cream, the lifting serum, which has collagen, day cream, night cream. And also it has plant stem cell. So this actually counts as 4 sets. So you guys, because it has plant stem cell, you're going to see results quicker in as quick as 1 to 3 days. This one is our ultimate 3D miracle set. So this counts as 3 sets, and I'm going to mention why that's important. But it comes with your cleanser, day cream, night cream, eye cream, and it comes with a microdermabrasion set, which the microderm gets rid of dead skin, right? Because guess what? You're turning cells over on a daily basis. And so the microderm, it's actually, and I think Rosie was the one that was telling me she's been getting a lot of good feedback about that, because you actually see it and feel it working right away. That's why. And so down here, we do have the miracle set. So this is a little bit less because it does not include the microderm. So I'm not gonna go into details. But if you say, you know what, I'm a basic girl, I don't want a lot of stuff, I'm not sure what I'm doing, I just want to start basic, then you can get the basic set for with just as a cleanser and a day cream. But I would say no, if you have to try, depending on where you are, I would definitely get the whole miracle set. Because then what's going to happen, you're going to come back and say, oh, I think I want the night cream. And it's more money, when you buy them separately. It's cheaper when you buy it as a set. And then down here, we do have something for everybody. If you're more like a botanical, natural kind of girl, then the natural line is for you. I do use some items out of here as well. If you have acne-prone skin, this is the bomb diggity. Now, if you have occasional breakouts, then there's something out of that, and it's only $50. And then down here, we call the Fountain of Youth. This is where we have the retinol. You get boosters that you can use, and the boosters are the bomb. I mean, I can't explain that enough. But I'm just gonna, glance at these really quick, and I'm just gonna jump to here, the flawless foundation look. So literally, it comes with the setting powder, all over brush, foundation primer, CC cream, or you can get the liquid foundation, and then you can add a liquid foundation brush for $14, and that's $76. And then down here, we didn't get so much into makeup, but you can talk to your consultant about, some of the other, like doing a dash out the door look if you don't have a lot of time in the mornings, so that, you can still look cute without spending time in doing that. And then of course, down here are just our extra care items, including the roll-up bag. So talk with your consultant how you can get this bag for free when you place an order with her, either half off or free. I would say go with free, because if it's free, it's for me. All right, any questions? Oh yeah, Ty said the set is definitely cheaper. And thank you guys so much for participating, guests that are on. It's going to allow you more raffles. I don't know if your consultant told you, but the more you participate, the more raffles you will get entries as well. And then I just wanted to share how somebody gets started, because somebody may be looking at this and said, oh, gee, wow, I kind of really like this pink bubble, or maybe I like this stuff, I want to take advantage of it. Well, guess what? As a consultant, you don't pay full price. We get half off. So even if you start for that $30 e-start, you can get half off of anything that you buy. And what I like about Mary Kay is that either you can pick the e-start where you get pro pay, you can pay, somebody pays with their credit card, or you get a website. You get that for a full year. You get me. So I literally come and I'm there to show you, train you, and teach you how to grow in your business. The second set is the full starter kit. So if you're like, Kanisha, I'm ready to try these products, I'm ready to have people try it, then the starter kit would be the best option, because you're getting, for that Costco price, you're getting over $500 worth of stuff. Plus you get the website and you get pro pay as well. And then last but not least, which Rosie, I think Rosie did this too, and my sister, oh my goodness, they give you so much samples. You can add on for $45. You can add this on to any one of these. So who has $30 right now in their bank account? And if you don't have $30 to spend, I would say chat with me and I can show you how. Once you start for that $30, just sell a lip gloss or 2 lip glosses and you make your money back. That's as simple as that. And that's what I always say, that residual income is sitting there. And especially with social media, you just post something and people go on your website and shop. But really and truly, Mary Kay gives you the opportunity to connect with others. And that's what I like about it. You can earn the free car, the diamond, this ring. This was our sales ring that we got for this year. So if you like diamonds, if you like recognition, if you like prizes, if you like the free car, or say you don't want a car, they pay you that money every month. If you like to travel, they send you on trips as well. You can even take a partner. It used to be your husband. I think now you can take a friend, which is nice. But if you don't want any of those, but you want that personal growth, right, Rosie? I think Rosie probably already finished the book. She is so awesome. She's like, she makes me look bad. But anyway, the book club, we have a book club that we have on Saturdays, and you guys could join us. You don't even have to be in Mary Kay to join us on the book club, but we're now reading 3 Feet from Gold. So if you want to be a part of that, guess what? You can be a part of Mary Kay too. It's not rocket science, believe me. If I can learn it with my crazy schedule, you can do it too. So if you guys have any questions, please let me know. I am going to give a gift for anybody that decides to do it tonight. But without further ado, I'm going to do our spin the wheel. That is what I'm going to do next. Do we have any questions, or anyone that decides they want to do it tonight? Yes, no, maybe so. So I have guests. Latoria, I have Kanisha. Yeah, Kanisha, and I have Leslie. Do we have any other guests that forgot to put their name in the chat that hopped on after?
Yes, I was just talking to somebody else. That's Rosia's guest, one of the iPhones. I don't know her name, but she said she was his guest.
Okay. What's her name, Rosia? Do you know?
Oh, Carmisha.
Carmisha. Wait. Okay.
No. Carmisha's a guest, but the person that I was speaking to, their information came up under iPhone. So okay. I'm not.
But it's not Leslie, right? I know there's a Leslie there.
I don't think
it's the next iPhone. Rosia, do you know? Let me see. Oh, she probably hopped off because she had another call. All right, please put your name. Okay, it was okay. Leslie said it was her.
Sorry, Leslie.
Okay. And Ari, are you a guest or a consultant?
That's what I was gonna ask, because I know I did invite a young lady.
Oh wait, she said Natalia's guest.
See, and that's what I was gonna say. I invited a young lady. Her name is Unique. For Ari Unique.
Thank you so much. Because Ari, you've been on, welcome. You have been on from the beginning. So you are gonna get an extra entry, and you were so active in here, even sending me private messages, girl.
Yes, her and Latoria. Latoria was on early too.
Yes, I do have extra entries for you guys. So, all right. So here we go. Thank you guys. Yes. And thank you for supporting your consultant. This is a big deal for her because I know they're working on huge goals for the month. So, okay, Kamisha, I'm sorry, I spelled your name wrong. Forgive me. I'm correcting it. I know it might not be a big deal to some people, but listen, you want your name to be. All right. So I always say, may the person who deserves it the most win. And I also say we're gonna operate on, if you win more than once, we're gonna do the golden rule. And if you want, I can either spin the wheel again, or you can pick a name and I can pass it on to that person. So here goes. May the person who deserves it the most win. Think your name. Think your name, and the winner is Leslie, a guest of Rosio. Leslie, you're still on, right? Okay, I think she's still on. Let me see. All right, yeah, I'll reach out to Rosie because she was on for most of it. All right, gotta be on to win. All right.
Yeah, she's still on, Kanisha. She's still on.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. I did put her name still. Nice. And oh my goodness, Ari, luckily you spoke up quickly because you are our next winner. Yay. And I give good gifts, I had to tell you. All right, you guys have been so interactive. So I'm gonna just do one more. And then if anybody decides they want to do this tonight, they're going to get a special gift from me. And look how amazing tonight was. Everybody is getting a chance. I did not have to ask anyone. And we have another winner, Kamisha. All right. Well, thank you so much for supporting your girls. Thank you so much for supporting your consultant. Kamisha, we have the winners tonight. We have Kamisha. We have Leslie and we have Ari. Those were our raffle winners. And if you decide that, you know what, I think I want to do something like this, I'm not sure what I'm doing, or I want to be part of your pink bubble, then I would definitely make sure that you're going to get a special gift from me tonight. And I hope you learned something. I'm going to share the link for you to match your foundation. Go ahead and answer the questions and send the answer to your consultant, and we will help you with matching your foundation. But most importantly, you are entitled to 2 appointments. So if your consultant didn't tell you or she forgot to share, you're entitled to 2 appointments. So this is the first of 2. The second one is your skincare. And that's when we'll make sure that you get samples, or we do it in person to make sure that we let you try the skincare for free. So thank you so much, ladies, for hopping on. Have a wonderful evening. Dream big. And just remember, always, Mary Kay always said, you want to let somebody that you meet, remind them that they're wearing, almost like they're wearing a sign around their neck that says, make me feel important. So who are you making feel important tonight? And who are you making feel important tomorrow? So ladies, thank you so much for joining us. I have a wonderful evening, but most importantly, dream big. Have a wonderful evening. Take care.
Thank you, Kanisha.
You're so welcome, my darling. Have a great evening, ladies.